I'll tell you. You go ahead when you're ready.
Congressman Jolly, as you know, the charges against Ryan Pate were dropped today. Have you had a chance to talk with Ryan yet, and what's his reaction?
Sure. I spoke with Ryan earlier today. Today's a good day for Ryan. He's very relieved, and he rightfully should be. These developments are important, but it's a good day for all Americans. It's a good day for our constitutional protections of speech. I'm glad and I appreciate the involvement of our State Department and of the UAE government to make sure that this reached the right conclusion.
You've been working on this case for several weeks now. Why was this case and this mission, so to speak, so important for you?
Look, this is a very human story. You have a U.S. citizen, one of our own, a resident of Florida, Bay Area, detained overseas for engaging in lawfully protected speech. It is a human story, but then it also has a precedent for every American. The right of a United States citizen to lawfully engage in social media in the United States and to be detained overseas. It's a chilling precedent should the UAE have convicted Ryan in this case. It's a very important one.
Is there a larger lesson here for maybe people that travel overseas or maybe work in other countries, U.S. citizens, and kind of what is the lesson?
Listen, there are a lot of lessons in this case, and I think Ryan Pate would be the first one to tell you that. First, we have to be careful with our words. Words matter. Showing respect matters. Ryan has apologized for his comments, and he should have. It also says, though, that we live in a very new world, and the privileges and the protections, the liberties that we have as United States citizens are very unique. And today's a day that we should cherish those protections, because we realize in Ryan's case that not every country allows the same personal freedoms. Had Ryan engaged in this overseas, then he rightfully would have been under the jurisdiction of the UAE government. But we realized through this case that not every government provides the same protections to individuals like the United States does. Today's a day to cherish our own liberties.
Why do you think the charges in this case were dismissed?
Well, I think the UAE realized it was the right decision, and I want to thank the UAE. I want to thank Ryan's employer in the UAE, but we also know that this only came about because of the intense public interest, the engagement of our United States government, and particularly our ambassador to the UAE, as well as the attention that was brought to this by international and our own national media. The UAE realized that this was an issue that was crossing a line that had never before been crossed, and it was important to reach a non-judicial conclusion. They did so.
Anything else that you want to mention, and any thoughts on how quickly Ryan might be able to return to the U.S.?
So I hope we will see Ryan return to the Bay Area very soon. There are still some procedural measures that need to be taken care of. He needs to have his passport returned to him. We are working those issues still. But the good news is the charges are dropped. The charges are dropped. That's why we engaged in this in the first place. This is a special day. It's a special day for Ryan, his family. It's a special day for our community to know that Ryan's coming home. And it's a special day for our nation. A nation that was founded on individual freedom. Today that freedom was protected on the world stage. Today's a very good day.
All right, now I have a question.